Greetings and salutations. Happy Wednesday. And I'm going to still say you early birds. It is 4:33 in the morning. And though this is normally the time that I do my show, I'm going to change that for now because it's a little bit early. Even though I can't stop not getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm not going to try to put this out so early. So I'm going to change my Wednesday. In fact, I'm changing all of my recordings to 10 a.m. Except for my Friday live, which will stay at 11. All right. So Monday and Wednesday will now be at 10 and Friday will be at 11. So the early bird is going away. All right, y'all. Let's start today off with an affirmation. I want to say thank you to everyone who reached out and sent me love and help and healing. I want y'all to look at my face. Yes, I have makeup on, but I don't have a lot of makeup on. And I want to say that this healing, including the stitches in my eye, this is because the collective, this is all of the energy that was sent to me. I am so, so grateful. The powers that be tried to make me feel like I was ugly, like I was a monster. But the people in this community, you helped me. And thank you, because you got me thinking the way I'm supposed to be thinking, not having a pity party. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone who helped me and sent me healing. Let's start this off with an affirmation. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, an affirmation for this day, an affirmation for today. We get boundaries. Let me get my glasses so I can read this correctly. We get boundaries. Healthy boundaries keep my energy safe and allow me to live as my truest self. I deserve people in my life who love me and care about my limits and comforts. So those who respect my boundaries will receive my time. Oh my Lord. Okay, hold on, because this is the universe, and I need everybody to understand. This is exactly the card that I needed. And I think so many of us, I trust the universe. Let me read this one more time. Open your hearts and minds. Open yourself to accept this. And if it's words that you need to incorporate into your life, open yourself up to receive. Boundaries. Healthy boundaries keep my energy safe and allow me to live as my truest self. I deserve people in my life who love me and care about my limits and comforts. So those who respect my boundaries will receive my time. Namaste. That's a gift straight from the universe, y'all. If it's for you, accept it. Open your heart and mind and accept it. All right, let's go ahead and get down to brass tacks. First thing I want to say, y'all, it is imperative. Turn the television off. Turn it off. Stop watching the news. They are about to make people live in extreme fear and panic. There is a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be happening in the low vibrations. The one thing that you need to do, that we all need to do as a collective, is to raise our vibration. The first way to raise our vibration is to stop consuming news, stop consuming garbage. And this is okay, and I'm going to get a little excited about this, and y'all know I can get a little bit preachy, so just bear with me. We are being urged, guided to let go of things that do not serve us, to let go of things that do not do anything but cause us to be in a state of shock, awe, or panic, or anger, because things that make you angry take you out of yourself as well. First part of this read today that I just want to get across to everyone. Inhale, exhale. Let go of anything that makes you angry, that makes you sad. Understand, if you need to pick it apart to get down to what it is that it is actually doing to you, then do that, but let go. Do not let yourself stay in an agitated way of being. Anger, stress, fear are all negative. They are lowering our vibration. If you find yourself stuck, this is the time, and I know it's hot outside, but there's things that you can do. Number one, if it's too hot for you to go outside and put your feet in the grass, if you have a bathtub, run yourself a bath. Run yourself a cool bath. Even if you don't do anything but sit on the side of the tub and put your feet in and let go of the things that are worrying you. If you can, put your whole body in. Throw some Epsom salts in there. Allow the water to take away the anxieties that you are facing. It's not quite grounding, but water is a powerful form of release. You can give all of your anxieties to the water. And you say that, I let go. And when you pull that tub, the tap at the bottom of the tub, pull the plug out, let all of those worries go right down the drain. Okay? If you can't get outside and put your feet in the dirt or the grass, take yourself a nice bath. But if you can get out for as many minutes as possible, put your feet on the bare ground. Let the earth enter you. Let it cleanse you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get off of that. All right. I have some wonderful questions today, y'all. Thank you so much for everybody who contributed. My first question is from Beautiful Girl. And this is about the heat that's going on right now. Beautiful Girl asks, is there any relief for the people working outside in this heat? Some people are not even being allowed to take a break. Beautiful Girl, we are in a system of change. And right now, this is one of the times where people hold the most power. We hold the most power. But we have to act on that. And we have to start protecting ourselves. We go out and make ourselves slaves to make somebody else rich every day. Every day, hundreds of thousands of people get up out of their bed and go to a place to make someone else rich while they're working, slaving for minimum wage. The first thing that we have to remember, the first thing that we have to incorporate in ourselves is that without us, there's no them. And when we learn how to stand together to protect each other, and people being forced to work outside, it was 118 degrees in Las Vegas yesterday. 118 degrees. It was 108 degrees by 10 o'clock in the morning. We are in a time of change, but we have power in this, because if somebody is being burned by working on a metal structure, all it takes is for everybody to climb down. All it takes is for everybody to say, not today, boss. We ain't doing this. What are they going to do? Fire the whole crew? They got to get somebody else. And we have to learn our power. That's number one. We have to learn our power, and we have got to learn how to stand up for ourselves and stand up for our fellow man. So, beautiful girl, yes, there is relief, but it comes from us. And it comes from us saying no. And it comes from others encouraging others not to be slaves to the system. This is our time. This is the time that we are supposed to rise up and say no more. Not today. All right? No. We have this power, and we have to understand that they need us much more than we need them. If we stopped, they make no money. If they have no slaves, they have no product. We have to realize who we are, number one, and then we have to use the power that we have. In ancient times, this time that we are in right now is when the French rose up and the words "eat the rich" became the mantra, and Madame Guillotine in France was enacted when the aristocracies were hunted by the common man. We are in that space once again. The universe is giving us everything we need to rise up. Where are you? All right. Next question. Beautiful girl asks, how will the ending of affirmative action affect Asians? The same exact way it affects Mexican Americans, all Latinos, all African Americans, all persons of a brown hue. The ending of affirmative action is going to be a slap in the face of the hardest working people in the United States to say that no, we're not going to give you this job, or we're not going to give you that job, and we don't have to have this many black people or brown people or Asian people working. Don't worry about this. This is eye-opening. The days that we are living in right now, I keep telling y'all, this is revelations. Everything is being revealed to us. The rich, the aristocracy, the ones that are in control are showing us exactly what they think about us. They think we're dumb. They think we're disposable. But we are not, because without us, there is no them. And until we understand that, then we will be in the slave system. But that system is breaking. That system is breaking. People are realizing every day the universe is giving us our power back. The universe is lifting the coma that we have been under, the forgetting of who we are. We have been poisoned by our food, our air, and our water so that we forget who we are and what we can do. The powers that be know who we are, what we are capable of doing. The only ones who don't know are us, but we are being enlightened daily. And I know there's many of you out there who are discovering your truest self. Things don't make sense and you're making changes in your life. Step out of fear. Fear is the one way that they keep us enslaved. They have us believing that without them, there can be no us. And that's the lie. Without us, there can be no them. And as soon as we realize that and take our individual power back, because we can only work on one person, and that is us. We have to get our own house in order, okay? We can't change not one other person, but we can change ourselves. And when we change our mind thought, that's when we change the world, all right? It's not about preaching and getting everybody on one side. This is about looking in the mirror, looking into your own eyes, and deciding who you are. Each and every one of us is tasked with that right now. Again, turn off the television. The television is to brainwash you, to make you vibrate lowly, to make you think that everything is outside of your reach. It's a fantasy. They have you dreaming of being rich or dreaming of being powerful, but they have you sitting there watching other people instead of you working on yourself to manifest your own dreams. Turn off the television. That is the most important thing you can do to your life in this time. Stop the programming. Stop the ingestion of the poison that they are spewing. It is all about control from the top down. We have to build a bridge so that we can protect ourselves from what they are doing to us. All right. Beautiful girl wants me to rethrow on Ketanji Brown Jackson. I threw on the Supreme Court, and the universe kind of told me that that whole body is going to be, in some ways, I want to say dissolved, but the Supreme Court is going to be changed out. Beautiful girl would like me to throw again on Ketanji Brown Jackson. Again, guys, I understand that we want to believe in people. Again, I'm going to say this same thing. Remember, every single justice that was sat on the Supreme Court was sat by a president. This is an agenda of a man. Every person that was sat there was handpicked. This was not democratic. We didn't vote for them. We didn't elect them. We had no say in who even got chosen. We don't know. We know about Brett Kavanaugh only because all of that was brought up and drug out. And he was still sat almost unanimously by the Republican Party. The man who was raped, taken, and we still give him the highest seat. Of course, he's sitting right next to Thomas, who is another one that uses and abuses women. And he was sacked by the Republican Party. And I want y'all to remember, Joe Biden voted for him too. Joe Biden pointed the finger at Anita Hill. So I just want y'all to understand, these are people. And yes, people's minds can change. But these are people. Do not hero worship them, because these are people who, if you got the right dollar amount, they will do whatever you want them to do. All right, here we go. Ketanji Brown Jackson, past, present, and future. What is your fate on the Supreme Court? Here we go. Past, present, and future. Ketanji Brown Jackson. First card we get is the Hierophant. All right, this is government. This is religion. This is the institution that runs everything. And if you don't believe that government and religion don't work hand in hand, then you have not been paying attention, because this is on the final test. All right, the first card for Ketanji Brown Jackson is the Hierophant. This is the control card. You have control either by, here you see all these little red hats. These are the church people, but it is all about control. In front of Ketanji, we got the Hermit card, standing there alone. We also have chasing her the Page of Swords, spy in the camp. Ketanji may very well be a spy in the camp. Again, I'm not hero worshiping nobody, and I'm not going to say somebody is good, bad, or indifferent based on their color or their gender. Okay? Every one of these people was sat on the agenda of a president. Below Ketanji, we've got the Ace of Wands, the beating stick. So this is a little bit encouraging. This is kind of telling me that Ketanji may be the one who is everything that she knows, everything that is happening, she is verbalizing, either writing down, making into some type of history. But I want y'all to see this, because this is what's coming. I had told y'all every single one of these Supreme Court justices is being courted by millionaires, billionaires, corporations, companies. Every single one of these Supreme Court justices is being pushed and prodded, pulled like taffy to see where they will break, what they will take. We got the Queen of Swords here for Ketanji Brown Jackson. Again, this is a severe woman. So I want to be happy, but I'm going to be realistic as well. We've got the Page of Swords and we've got the Queen of Swords here. This is a severe woman. I want to believe that Ketanji Brown Jackson does not want to be a shill, does not want to be a bought judge. And hopefully that this is the truth, that Ketanji is the spy in the camp, the one that is going to tell everything that she knows. The next card we have for Ketanji is the Empress. Okay, this is expectations, waiting. This is possibilities. Okay, so the last card, the final outcome we have is the Six of Pentacles. And this is giving back. So what I'm drawing out of this read, beautiful girl, is I do feel Ketanji is standing out because I feel like she is the spy in the camp. She is the one that is trying to let everybody know what's going on. But I'm going to stand by my first prediction, and I'm going to say that I believe that the entirety of the Supreme Court will be dissolved. I don't know if it'll be dissolved as a whole or one at a time, but everybody that is sat now will be replaced. We are coming into a new time. We are coming into a being of seeing and doing things in a different way. So don't be scared about this. There's going to be much more diversity in the Supreme Court. But this broken thing has got to be pulled apart. We cannot slap band-aids on it and expect it to be better. The Supreme Court is corrupt. Corruption rules the day. It is party over people. This has to be broken. Everything about our government has got to be torn down, destroyed. And then we have got to, if we want to be governed by others, we have got to, this is where we are in our creative phase. So don't think about who you're going to put over us. Think about how we can exist. Start creating our reality where we are in charge of ourselves, not electing men who have their own agendas to be in charge of us. Because that's the big lie, that we need other people to tell us what to do. No, we need to be responsible for ourselves. There were not always courts and judges. There was not always an aristocracy. That was created. That was a form of slavery. And that was people being bought. There may have been some benevolence in it at one point, but I can't even tell you when that was. Because ever since there was a governor or a king, there has been war, and there have been the regular people suffering and dying, while the rich live in a whole different world than the ones who make everything for the rich. We have to change that scenario. We are the ones, and this is the time to do it. Like I said before, the planets are aligned. We are in the sun and moon phase of when France went after the aristocracy, and it's happening in France right now. Everything is cyclic until we break it. Okay? Until we break the cycle, we are forced to relive it, and we are going through it right now. The French are up in arms about them not being able to retire. The United States, the GOP is, let it be known, they are going after our Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. The planets are lined up for us to rise up. So, when you feel that fire in your belly, let it go. Let it consume you, because this is where you need to be. We have to break the bonds of slavery, and we have to stop being afraid of what the aristocracy can do to us, because they can only do to us what we allow them to do. We have the power, and we are in the days now where we're going to start remembering exactly who we are. All right. My next question is from Shay Shay. Shay Shay wants to know, can we clear someone else's karmic debt? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Shay Shay. And if anybody tells you that they can do a cleansing for like your auntie or somebody else, no. Each one of us is here for ourselves. The only one who can fix us is us. Now, we can have people pray for us and give us energy. Yes, we can. We can have people pray that we don't make certain decisions. But it takes the individual to stand in the light of truth and change their own karmic debt. Each one of us, we made the debt. It is up to us to pay it off. No one else can do that for us. So that's why people reincarnate time and time and time again until they get it right. Each one of us is responsible for one person, and that is us. Only we can change. Only we can apologize for what we've done. Only we can stand up and take accountability for what we have done. Mirror work, shadow work is the most important thing we can do right now. Look in the mirror. Look and talk to yourself. Get rid of all those doubts. Get rid of all that falsity and stand in truth. Because once you look at yourself and you see yourself in truth, then you can change the things that you don't like about yourself. Okay? It's not about anybody else. Our journey on this planet is a singular journey. Only one person is going to be in the casket when your life is done. Okay? And there's not going to be a whole bunch of people standing in there, laying in there with you. There's only one person that is living your life. There's only one entity that is going to fight for you, that is going to die for you. There is only one entity, and that is you, that is going to be there to lift you up or to push you down. The belief in yourself that you were put here to have a blissful experience, not to be downtrodden, not to be beaten. We have to get out of our own way. We have to learn how to say no to things that are not ours. We have to learn how to put down other people's drama and stop wearing it like a coat. We are here to love and support each other, but we can only fix one person, and that is us. Okay? We cannot fix anybody else. We can only fix ourselves. But when we fix ourselves, then we resonate to where we can help other people to see that they can find themselves as well. Okay? Live your life. You may be the only Bible anybody else reads. Your children, your friends, by them watching how you go through your life, how you handle adversity, how you either lay down or get up and fight when the times get hard. This whole journey, our life, your life, is all about you. The decisions that you make, the choices that you make for yourself. This is a singular journey. Yes, we can support and help each other, but the journey is still ours to walk. There's only one body in that casket when we die. That's us. All right? All right. All right. Shay Shay's next question. Is the world vibrating on a low frequency because humans overall are vibrating lowly? That is an excellent question. But our frequency and vibration, understand everything is energy. Everything is energy. And once we learn that we don't have to fight against the energy. So many of us cling to the edge of the river, so afraid to let go, to let the current take us where we're supposed to be, that we get beat up. Our fingernails get ripped off because we are holding on so tight to something that we were never meant to hold on to. The lesson in life that we all need to learn is to let go of fear, to let go of anxiety, to let go of expectations of other people. The only person that you can depend on is you. And until you look in the mirror and trust who you see looking back at you, then you run the risk of being enslaved by others whose ideas can trump yours. This life is about us learning who we are. And we are in the most auspicious age because everything, this energy, even the heat, and all of this is energy. The radiant of the sun is energy. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid. That is number one. Don't give your fear to the television or the radio. Don't let a talking head tell you, henny penny, the sky is falling. We have to. This is a spiritual journey for each and every one of us. We are in the change of the ages. And we are becoming light beings. All of this light that is infiltrating us, you will either ascend and be reinvented, or you will pass away in the doldrums. But it is up to every single one of us. We have to change our mindset. We have to raise our vibration. We have to get out of the fear cycle. And I hope you guys are following me on this. We have to stop being afraid. We have to stop being followers of people we were never meant to follow. Again, stop watching the news. Its only cause, the only thing the news is there to do, is to make you afraid, to make you live in fear, and to make you doubt everything. We are in the change. Know yourself. This is all about each and every one of us. We got to close our ears to the noise, and we've got to go within and then let our light surround us. All right. Shay Shay's third question. Can we open portals with our thoughts if we are in a certain position with ourselves? Absolutely we can. Yes, we can. If you are a person who can astral project, you are opening portals. If you are a person who can meditate and take yourself out of the situation that you are in to put yourself into a calm space. You have transported, you have opened a portal in yourself to where you can find peace. Absolutely. This is about us. This chakra behind me is what we need to get in alignment. Once we can align ourselves with source, open our chakras. That means to get rid of all the blockages, which are fear, hate, anxiety, loneliness, self-loathing, all of those emotions that only hurt us. When we learn that we control, that we don't have to live in sadness. We are programmed to. When we look in the mirror and we don't like what we see looking back, we can change that. And we have to change that. That is our mindset. Once we change the thoughts about who and what we are, once we stop consuming and start creating, and this is creating inside of yourself. When you daydream about what you wish this world was, that is creation. Wishing, hoping, that is what you want for life to be for you. Dream your dreams. Dream. We create our joy just as much as we create our sorrow. But we have to know that it is a choice on what we choose. We choose happiness or we choose misery. That is a choice that we make. And to change your vibration, you must change the way that you see yourself. We are not mere beings. Every one of us is a God particle. Source runs through us. The same power that makes a blade of grass grow out of dirt resides in us to turn us from dirt to golden fruit. We just have to shine the light and allow ourselves to grow uninhibited, to stop letting people pluck our leaves off of us and put poison on us to restrict our growth. We have to shake off the things that we do not desire and reach up for that which we do. And I hope I didn't lose y'all on that. All right. Renede 9607 asks, will old Gates be stopped? Will Matt Gaetz be stopped? Guys, these Republicans are imploding. And the question, that the answer is, well, here, let me throw on this so I just don't give you my opinion. Tarot, will Matt Gaetz be brought to justice? Will Matt Gaetz be brought to justice? Yes. Yes, Matt Gaetz is going to be brought to justice. Okay, that answers that question. These GOPers, guys, it is coming. There was a whole insurrection. Don't forget this. These people broke the law. And as slow as it is going, these people are going to be rounded up. These senators and Congress people are going to be rounded up, and they are going to receive exactly what they are supposed to. I want to talk about old margarine taco grease right now, because MTG is being trolled by her boyfriend, and she don't even know it. She stood up, I guess it was yesterday or the day before, and made a whole speech about how bad Biden was because he wants to take care of the poor. He wants to fix education. He wants to make sure that people have a way to live in this society. And she went through her whole speech oblivious that she was telling people that the Republicans are against education, people getting what they need to live. She was oblivious. Her boyfriend, I am so sure, is the one who got her to read that speech. They're doing our work for us. So sit back and just take your hands off the wheel and let the Republicans do what they do best, which is sabotage their own self. It's out there. She said it with so much vigor, and the people had no choice but to hear her. They now know that every time they vote Republican, that they're voting against their own family. They're voting against their own interests. The Republican Party is for the rich. And it's almost dinner time, y'all, because the dinner bell's about to ring, and we're going to be singing just like they did in France in the 1400s or whenever that was, you know, off with their heads. We're cyclic, and we are back in this phase, but this phase is going to be so much bigger than it was when it was in France at this time in ancient history. Our revolution is upon us. Our freedom is ours to take or to give away. But we are in a system of change, and it starts with us. Embrace yourself. Don't fear yourself. Trust yourself. Stop trying to make everybody else happy and find out what it is that you want for your life. All right, I'm going to have a sip of my tea. Oh my goodness, this is Twinings Lemon Ginger. Oh my goodness. The time is for us. This time right now is for us to realize who we are, to recognize what we can do, not to be afraid. This is time for us to stand in our power, to shake off all the fear that has been placed on us. The most important thing you can do right now, the most important thing you can do is to go inside. Open all those doors that you have closed off inside your mind and know who you are and know what it is that you want for your life and for your future. This is about us, each and every one of us right now. And the universe is giving us the opportunity to stand in our own power, to create the world that we desire to live in. Not the world that the people in charge desire us to exist in. But this is us deciding how we are going to march into the future. All right, guys, I love you. Let me give you the weather report for the rest of this week. Again, we are in the time, if you are so able, help those in need. If you are able, fill up a cooler with ice and water, and as you drive around, help people who are sweltering in this heat. This is up to us. We are our brother's keeper, okay? That doesn't mean we have to open our house and let 12 people move in with us. But that means when we see somebody hurting, that we do something. just if it was you who was laying on the sidewalk in need of help and people were walking by not even speaking to you, I implore each one of us to just trade places with somebody for 1 second. And if you can do something to help, a bottle of cold water, a kind word, encouragement instead of spitting venom at somebody else. Put yourself in someone else's shoes for 1 second and ask yourself, if this was me, would I want somebody to help me? Okay? We are our brother's keeper, but we are responsible for, right now, for knowing who we are. And knowing who we are does have a lot to do with helping our fellow man. Okay, I hope I'm not confusing anybody by that. We need to know ourselves, first of all. But we also need to do what we can to help ease the suffering of those who have less than us. I love you. This weather is going to be ridiculous. There is not going to be a let up of this heat. We are in a solar storm. The only way I can say it. The earth is being bombarded with radiation right now. This is pure energy. Open yourself up to receive this energy, to transmute this energy. I love you. I love you. Be safe. There's a lot of stuff that June and July and August are going to be, there's going to be so much change. Keep your go bags ready. Fires can pop up out of anywhere now. Make sure you have what you need in case you gotta go somewhere real quick. Coordinate with your family. If there's a place, if you have a cabin in the woods, if you have a place you can go to where you can invite other people to be safe, start making those kind of plans. It's important. This weather, this heat, we are going to be under this for another 2 weeks. It's going to get bad. Not to scare nobody. Just understand where we are. The planets are moving. The nodes have moved. There may be some civil unrest. This kind of fighting times are about to be upon us. But the first fight you need to take up is within yourself, okay? Know yourself. This is the time when it is imperative for us to know and believe in ourselves. All right. I love you. And guys, if you have questions that you want me to ask, drop them in the section below this video, and I will ask them on Friday's live show. All right? If you have anything that you would like me to speak on, just drop it in the comment section below this video. All right? I'm going to take a break from doing readings for a little while just so that I can continue to heal and not stress my body out. But I am here if you want to talk to me on email, if you just want psychictanya9@gmail.com. I'm here for you. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. And thank you again. Y'all did this. Y'all did this for me. Thank you. I love you. Namaste, y'all.